What is going on, guys? Canada's Wonderland just started teasing their new Premier Rides launch coaster yesterday. They put up these beware signs on 3 sides of the mountain. This one is at the front of the mountain. There is one over by Guardian, and there's also one over by Thunder Run as well. Besides the word beware, there are 2 symbols on either side, 2 different symbols, might I add, on either side of beware, and it's on all 3 of them, and they recently added them onto the mountain today. Also today, Canada's Wonderland teased on their Instagram that the announcement date for this new Premier Rides launch coaster will be on August 8th. So that is super exciting. We now have an announcement date for this new coaster, so mark your calendars, guys. Also, they have changed their profile picture to those 2 symbols as well, so that means that these 2 symbols will play a key role in the theme or storyline of this coaster. So this is still 19 days away as of today, so expect more teasing to come from Canada's Wonderland, and I hope there is more teasing. But onto the construction update today. There was a lot going on, and now it's revealing more about what will come after the booster launch and what path the finale of the coaster is going to take before it hits the brake run. So over at the section that goes over the midway after the booster launch, it's become more revealing about what element is going to be after that booster launch. You can see that there are 4 new footings that have been exposed, and what confuses me is that earlier and a couple weeks ago there were only 2 orange spray paint markings on the ground. So I don't know where these other 2 came from, and I originally, in my prediction video for what the layout will be for the coaster, I thought it would be some kind of a turn, but now it's looking like it's shaping up to be one of those Premier Rides kind of cube structures. They use them on their Skyrocket 2s. It won't be nearly as tall as the one that you're seeing in this photo, but it's a similar type of shape, and I'm honestly thinking that it's going to be used for some kind of inversion. I'm not saying that it's confirmed going to be an inversion, but that's just my thought process on this. It could very well be just a bank turn, or maybe even an airtime hill into the tunnel, and maybe it needs a little bit more extra support, but yeah, it's very interesting. I was not expecting 4 other footings in this area. And as you can see, they also have poured the 3 footings in front of the tunnel. And the tunnel is also covered as well. As for the finale of the coaster, there have appeared to be some stakes that I maybe missed, or maybe they're new, that have appeared right on the right side of the maintenance tunnel. And in my prediction layout, I predicted that there was going to be another hole, kind of where that Sprite game is there off to the left, where the coaster is able to exit the mountain on the return trip. Well, it seems like that's not going to happen, and it seems like the coaster's not even going to be using the mountain a second time on the return trip. And I'm going to show you guys why. So if this is column 157B, and this is over right near Guardian's first drop. This isn't near the end of the ride, obviously, because that is such a high column number. And look at these are old survey markings. This is an old, I think it's a swing radius marking. Somebody can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but this is for calculating the distance between how tight you have for a coaster or flat ride to go through another object or go near another object. I'm sorry, that was probably the worst way to explain that, but I hope you get what I mean. So the coaster is going to be going near Vortex and Guardian, and it lines up perfectly with the brake run from a certain angle. So this is a brake run footing, and I'm going to pan to the left here in a second, and you're going to see the footings kind of go on a diagonal. So behind those fences are another couple footings, and it lines up perfectly with that lattice structure that Vortex has. And in my opinion, I do think the coaster will go through one of these 3 spots. These are the only 3 spots that the coaster could go, in my opinion. I do not think the coaster will go over, and I do not think the coaster will go under. So take that as you will. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how they're going to be able to fit the coaster between Vortex and Guardian. It's going to look a little crowded there, in my opinion personally, but it will provide some nice hand choppers with Vortex while you're on the new coaster. Other than that, the station area looks like it's going to be coming along quite well. These are 2 more brake run footings for the coaster. The station area has all its footings done. I think it's just the turn out of the station. There's a couple more that still need to be poured, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the station area and booster launch area. It's just the only ones that need to be poured are for the brake run, the rest of the brake run there, and the turn or inversion into the mountain. But that's pretty much going to do it for this construction update. I'm so excited to see what Wonderland has more in store for teasing. The more I cover this coaster, the more excited I get for it. So stay tuned for August 8th, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take it easy, guys.